What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Oh man, I was playing my Nintendo Switch, and it's like one of them devices that I got that I bought back in 2019, and I don't play my Switch that often because usually I'm on my PS5. But I was playing Legend of Zelda, um, the recent one. I got the case right here, the Breath of the Wild, and I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck on the the Great Plateau where you gotta work with the old man, and something about that old man. It's like very nostalgic, or it's just weird that he's like. To me, I think he's like the original Link. You know, because in my knowledge, Link has has been like incarnated like probably 16 fucking times. Like there's always been another version of Link. There's been Toon Link. There's been Adult Link. There's Teenager Link. Like, what makes this Link in Breath of the Wild different? He looks the same, but maybe he's reincarnated. I don't know the fuck. Anyway, so I was trying to figure out how to get the glider because it don't make no sense. I played fucking Breath of the Wild since it first came out. Hold on, let me grab the fucking case again. When this game came out, it's it 2017. This game came out, and I'm still stuck on the Great Plateau, and I've been looking on the YouTube. I said that real weird. I've been doing the YouTube thing, majig, but that shit is fucking. They giving me the runaround. Like, how the fuck do I get the fucking glider? I know, and then I know you gotta get some other shit. Like as of right now, I gotta go to the snowy mountains, but I ain't got the clothes for the snowy mountains because you know you gonna die of hypothermia or some shit. So you need some jackets and some sweatpants and some winter boots or some shit. I don't know, man. You know, the last Zelda game that I enjoyed was Link to the Past. I'm dating myself, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, babies. But damn, that shit is crazy. The Link of now that Link game, the Zelda game, was obviously the best Zelda game ever. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Ocarina of Time. Fuck Wind Waker. Fuck even Majora's Mask. But excuse me, but I heard that Majora's Mask is kind of sucky. Everybody like Ocarina of Time better than hiccup than Majora's Mask. That's just what I hear. But that's like the people in my sister's generation. You know, the '90s babies. They love Ocarina or Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. You know, the newer versions of Zeldas. You know, the '90s babies like them. Us '80s babies, we like the original shit, like Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda, The Adventures of Link. You know what I'm saying? But even the fucking Seven Swords, it came out for the Game Boy, I think. But but I was playing Link, and I'm so lost. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not progressing. I don't like video games that it's hard for me to progress. Maybe I need to explore more or whatever, whatnot. But that's just like crazy. Anyway, I have no set outline for this episode, which like always. But let's see if we can find. You know what? I'm looking at the iPad, right? Just you know, that's what I do. I just surf the net, and that term is, and a lot of people not using surfing. And I surfed the net today, whatever. It just sounds dated. And I really want this iPad Pro, but it's like $800. I mean, I can afford it if I save, but goddamn, this it looks sexy as hell. I want, and you know what? I always want to use the iPad just to video edit. because I've been seeing a lot of people on the iPad and they have Final Cut Pro or iMovie and they use I think you can put Final Cut Pro on the iPad now. I think it was only back in the day I saw it was only iMovie, but I used iMovie when I first started with the YouTube thing, and it was like it was a good foundation of mine to edit videos. Now I graduated up to Final Cut Pro. I bought me my own copy. It was like $300 because before I kind of pirated it, so I got it for free. That was one of the back days when I was really broke working at Target. But but now I got my own copy. I paid for it, and right now I'm using DaVinci Resolve more on my PC, and yeah, it was kind of different from Final Cut Pro, but I got the hang of it. But I'm looking at this iPad, yo. This iPad Pro look awesome. But anyway, let's go over to the Google News and see what's going on with the news, babies. Okay, so Theory crashes. Oh yeah, I saw that little clip on SmackDown. It was a Roman Reigns segment, and he had this fucking. It reminds you, I don't watch SmackDown or Raw anymore. I just watch the highlights on YouTube because it's easily to digest. You know, they only last for like 15, 20 minutes, whatever, depending how long the thing is. But anyway, so but that was so funny. They had a serious thing with Roman Reigns. He's with his cousins, the Usos, and Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman made this absolutely awesome promo like he always does. And, he was talking about how Brock Lesnar's a threat, and this is going to be their last little angle with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and everything. And all of a sudden you hear Theory's music come up, and then he just pranced his little ass around the ring and walked back up the ramp like, hey, I'm the Money in the Bank. Hey, you ain't got to worry about Brock Lesnar. You got to worry about me because I'm the Money in the Bank. Which that some shit was bullshit. But at the same time, I get what they doing. Vince McMahon, quote unquote, got his grinders on Theory. That's the person that he wants to mold into the next John Cena. Let me tell you something. There will always be one John Cena, and he fucking just in Hollywood right now. There will never be another John Cena. John Cena is special. All right, that was the person that got he got it. When he first started, good on promos. He's a musclehead, whatever. He works hard, hustle, loyalty, respect. That's him right there. That's truly him. And just trying to manufacture something that can't be duplicated is so like, okay, let's see how this goes, but it won't be the same. But anyway, yeah, that was kind of funny. Theory crashes Roman Reigns party in the ring last night on SmackDown, and then Roman Reigns looked like, what the hell? Anyway, what's this? Red Dead Redemption 2. PS5, Xbox Series X packs could be in jeopardy. Ooh, let's read this shit together. This shit seems interesting. A Rockstar insider reports that the highly anticipated PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X upgrades for Red Dead Redemption 2 aren't coming. Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2 players are still coping with the sudden announcement that Rockstar is winding down Red Dead's online development, shifting resources to the next Grand Theft Auto game. It was always be inevitable conclusion given Red Dead Redemption 2 a relative demure popularity next to Grand Theft Auto, but the news stung I'm stuttering. Nonetheless, unfortunately, there are more disappointing news to share, as one Rockstar insider is reporting Red Dead Redemption 2 long-awaited PS5 and Xbox Series X ports has been put on ice. Rockstar's reporter Test2 recently shared that he heard that the PS5 and Xbox Series X ports of Red Dead Redemption 2 are no longer coming. Oh wow. Well, I'm not going to read this shit. This is too long. But what I got from the first like couple of paragraphs is that they just making room for the development of GTA 6. Oh shit, they got a lot of work to do when it comes to they got to revamp the GTA atmosphere, man. I mean, they probably patched the fucking games for Red Dead Redemption 2 after they make GTA 6. You know what I'm saying? I got a vape. Hold on. Red Dead Redemption 3 is a focus. Please, I'm looking at a fucking insert of it's an image with Hosea and Dutch Vanderland and the focus, and the title of the ad is Red Dead Redemption 3, and they said Red Dead Redemption 3 is a focus on Dutch and Hosea early days. So that's just stupid, yo. Sequels are sequels. They shouldn't make a game with number 3 and it's a fucking prequel. That's just, I don't know. I don't want to see that shit. I'd rather, if they make a Red Dead Redemption 3, make it with Jack Marston. Make a Jack Marston story which follows up from the first Red Dead Redemption, because they gave you a little piece of it when Jack grows up and he's avenged his father's what's his name? I forgot his name. Well, who's the main hold on, Alexa, who's the main protagonist of Red Dead Redemption 1?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the protagonist is Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan. That's Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm talking about the first game. What the hell, Alexa? Who is the protagonist of the first Red Dead Redemption game? According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the protagonist is Arthur Morgan.
Fuckers. I forgot. Hold on. Marston. Red Dead Hold on. The Redemption protag. John Marston. What the fuck? Forgot his name and shit. Yeah. They gave him a little piece of. Oh, excuse me. They gave us a little piece of what's supposed to be a sequel. It's supposed to be Red Dead Redemption 2, because a real sequel is a follow-up from the first, but they went backwards with Red Dead Redemption 2. But if they make a Red Dead Redemption 3, I want them to focus in on Jack Marston as a real actual follow-up from the first Red Dead Redemption game. Alright, don't go backwards. I don't give a shit about Hosea and Dutch Vanderland. Okay, Dutch Vanderland, he was my favorite because of his silver tongue ability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that motherfucker knew how to move a crowd. I swear, get people motivated. Like, yay, how you done this, whatever. But that's his booty, man. Hosea and Dutch. Nobody cares about Hosea and Dutch. I swear. What the fuck? Anyway, let's go back. Oh, I can't. It's another tab. Okay. So, HBO just canceled their show with 92% on Rotten Tomatoes after 2 seasons. What the fuck is this? I mean, what show did they cancel? The last few weeks have seen a fresh wave of TV shows cancellations from the likes of Netflix, Paramount Plus, and Prime Video. Now, as HBO turns to ruthlessly cancel a critically acclaimed series, Deadline reports that the Gentleman Jack. Gentleman Jack? Let me see the trailer.
Our ancestral home. And my shabby little family. Our time on earth is brief, and we should make the most of it. I thoroughly intend to live with someone I love. Who's Mr. Chris Walker? Is it wise? People talk. They can't touch me. She can't be trusted. They're company for the wicked. Does she bite them? Have you done this before? Of course not.
That show look dry as hell. Only for white people, I swear. Only for white people. It's like the Victorian era of British society and shit. And they like talk like this. And want some crumpkins and cheese. Whatever. What's his AEW reported pulled Jonathan Gresham from international tour. There's always something about like fucking Jonathan Gresham, and I didn't realize how short he is. The man, I bet that nigga's like 2 inches shorter than me. He comes up to my titties. And he's probably 5'5", and I'm like 5'9" or some shit. And oh man, but he is a good wrestler, I swear. Shit. He was on keep forget the name of the show. Rampage. He was on Rampage last night with Lee Moriarty, and he turned heel and he allied himself with Tully Blanchard. And I want to see how that shit dynamic, works out. Oh shit. What's this? After 15 years, Apple is finally adding an iconic feature to the iPhone. It's a nod to Steve Jobs. Oh shit. Okay, what's going on here? Steve Jobs stood on stage 2007, introduced the iPhone. Oh yeah, I swear, when the first iPhone came out, I wanted it, but it was like $700, man. I'm like, what the hell? I was like back in 2007. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm a millennial, right? I was born 18. I was born in 1982. That's what I want to say. And we are the first generation millennials. It's like the first generation iPhones, the oldest shit. We are prehistoric now. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, at Jobs demonstrated a feature. It was set against what has since become the iconic image of a clown fist. It's iconic not only because it's the first impression many people had the original iPhone, but also because the wallpaper was never actually released in any version of iOS. What the fuck? What the hell is this? According to reports, some users are finding the iconic wallpaper in the new feature is fucking wallpaper on your phone. That's not really a feature. That's just an added quirk. Some users appear to see the new clown fist wallpaper on iOS 16 Beta 3. This is a wallpaper Steve Jobs used when the original iPhone was announced in 2007, but never actually ever. That's bullshit. There ain't no fucking new feature of the iPhone. It's just fucking wallpaper. The fuck? Let's get back out of this shit. So these news right here on Google News is bullshit. Anyway. So we'll see what we got here. Blissfully unaware, blissfully unaware, Elden Ring players are still falling victim to Fia's hugs. Oh yeah, that fucking hot bits in that room and at the round tables keep like, let me hug you, and she ain't doing nothing but hugging. I think people are strange. They find anything to be like, oh man, I want to hug you, and she ain't doing anything. Like, she hugs you, then the screen goes black, and then you get to mosey on along and find fights and bosses. Oh man, so this is bullshit. What is this? BioSelf. Steelers will pick up USFL's talent like they did with the AFL, XFL. Oh, that's I can't wait for the XFL news. I mean, excuse me, the XFL gonna come next year. That's just gonna be nice. And I you know what? I really enjoyed the second edition of XFL. I thought it was new. It was different. It was fresh, and you could tell that Andrew Luck was the previous commissioner, and I saw how they either recorded it like the XFL draft. They recorded it, or they did a live stream, and everything was bare bones. It wasn't all like elaborate like the NFL was, but you could tell there was passion there. They trying to put on a good sport of football, and all of a sudden COVID hit and they had to close down, and then the bills kept piling up, and then Vince McMahon had to fucking do bankruptcy and shit. And then The Rock came along with his ex-wife, Danny Garcia, and they actually bought the company. I think they bought the company for like $17 million. And yeah, man, they doing good things for the XFL. So I can't wait till the XFL to come back on TV, because the NFL has gotten boring. They did. It's just boring. And when the XFL was on TV, like back in 2020, they put on some good football, better than the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion. You may like the NFL still, but the XFL was the second edition of the XFL was good. The first one back in what was that, 2000? I'm not sure. It was kind of sloppy. The first edition of the XFL was kind of sloppy, but it was entertaining for the most part. But yeah, and I can't find any any news stories that I want to talk about. A lot of these news is dry as hell, man. Anyway, so this is gonna be a short little episode of what to talk about with Dray Jaymes. You can follow me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. I'm on others like iHeart Media, whatever. I don't know, iHeart. You can follow me on those platforms, and yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, hit that like button. Social media links are gone. Fuck. I'm trying to end this episode like my YouTube stick. It's not working. Anyway, peace out, everybody.